So some of the speakers that you're going to hear from tonight are like State's Attorney Kim Foxx, and then some of the speakers are these wonderful youth speakers who are working in the fight against homelessness. So our first speaker tonight of the youths is Caprice Williams. And Caprice is an advocate who's fought for state funding, has used services of Unity Parenting, and is part of the All Chicago Youth Advisory Board, coordinated by Alicia Vega. So Caprice, where are you? Come on up. Yeah, Caprice!
Hello, everybody. I am extremely nervous. I'm shaking really bad. But I've been thinking long and hard about what I'm going to come and talk about. And somebody actually asked me, like, hey, what are you going to say? And I'm like, I don't really know. I don't know what I'm going to say until I come into the room and I feel everybody's vibe and energy, and maybe God give me a sign of what I need to say. So something that, just give you all a little story about me. I've been homeless since I was 15. Well, I was homeless since 15. And up until I was about 21, I found some stable housing, which was Harmony, Unity, and Parenting. Thank God for them. Yes. And like going through it at the age of 15, I never thought that it was something that was, I knew that I shouldn't be bouncing around from place to place, but it didn't seem out of the norm to me, you know, because it happened at a very young age and I just adapted to it. So someone asked me like the other day, Caprice, where you from? Then I'm like, man, I used to be over on the east side, and I used to be over on this side and that side and over there and over there. And it kind of like hit me, like when I was saying that to him, and it made me feel like I know a lot of people that's like that. I know a lot of people that's been moved around from place to place, but they'll never tell their story. They'll never say, you know, what they going through or anything like that. And I think the message that came to me today was to tell you all that if you all ever come into somebody that leech on to you and you just can't shake them off, to just embrace them, because like you never know what someone's story is. And a lot of things within our community that's kind of wrong is everybody is on their own path, which is good, but nobody is looking out for the next person. Like I've been blessed to have many people come into my life and stay, and Flora, a lot of different people that then came in. I never had expectations on, you know, I never expected to have them stay for so long. And I didn't have a strong family like that, and to build a family as I got older, it really made me feel good. And I'm saying that to say, like, if someone is, you see someone, or you come across somebody that just don't seem like nothing is wrong, but they just probably may need you in any type of way. Everybody that I done came across, for some reason, I needed them. I came across Tracy, I needed her. And, you know, it's just something that I want to do, especially in my community. It's so scary. What I've been starting to do is just to say hello to everybody that I come across. Hello, how you doing? And one day I said it real loud in Walgreens, and it startled a lady, and she was like, oh. Now she was like, wait a minute. She stopped me. I was on my way walking off, and she stopped me. She was like, you know what, you just made my day. And that made me feel good, to let me know that I am doing something right. Because the way the city is, my community, the South Side, we so divided. Like, I'm sure everybody been hearing about the gun violence and stuff like that, and all that stuff is very true. Like, a lot of people been telling me to rethink what I've been doing and the way I move, and because I'm trying to get out here in a community so that I could bring my community closer together. And a lot of people is telling me, like, to be aware of that and the risk of that. And I'm ready to risk it. Like, I'm ready to risk my life for it, you know, because I'm risking my life just going to work where I'm from, you know. So I'm ready to risk my life for the kids that been in my situation and may not speak out about what's going on. I'm ready to make a change. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm ready to make a change, and I'm ready to see it. And the fight will be hard, you know, but I'm ready to do it. And I appreciate all of this. Like, I'm saying this because you all represent us. You all help take care of us, you know, did things to provide for us, like Harmony. Harmony stepped in, came in my life at a very weak time. Like, I was 21, I was pregnant with my daughter. and me and my daughter's father was standing outside. And when we were standing outside, someone got out of the van and shot him, like right in front of me, and I was like 5 months pregnant. And I didn't have nowhere to go. I was still homeless. Like he had a place to go, but I couldn't go there. And, he'd sleep in the car with me, we'd just be making it, surviving, doing what we could to get by. And when that happened, I think like the next day, Harmony called me to come stay. And that was just like, it wasn't nothing but God. And ever since I came in there, I've been getting blessed. Like I got a job that opened the door for me to go back to school and for that field. And it's just a lot. And to sum up everything that I'm saying, embrace somebody. Because one person, Ann took me in like this type of stuff. Ann was like, look, Caprice, I'm taking you to Springfield. You signed up for it. Now you coming. So it's like she embraced me and she pushed me to my potential. She's still pushing me. She heard her speak and she was like, Caprice, that's you. And I appreciate that because I never would have thought that I'd be right here standing in front of a group of people speaking about my story. I just never would have thought, So there's no telling what somebody next to you could possibly be, or somebody less fortunate than you. You pick them up, you take them under your wing, and you nurse them, and you show them the way to go. And I'm so grateful for you all who showed me the right way to go, because I want to take off with everything that I want to do. It's time for a change in my community, and I'm ready to better it. And that's all. So thank you all.
I have to say, for someone who didn't know what they were going to say and was so nervous, you spoke so beautifully, as if you've been doing this every day of your life. So thank you for being so vulnerable and open and sharing all that. Also, I want to tell y'all that there is this lovely room in the back. There's a free stuff room. I know. It's amazing. But it's for everyone who is under 21. But this beautiful free stuff room that's back there. So just remember, don't forget. I told you, Mona. I told you. Next up, I want to bring up two of our wonderful elected officials who are here tonight. They represent this part of Chicago. We have the 3rd Ward Alderman Pat Dowell, and we have Juliana Stratton, the state rep for the 5th District. Give them a hand.
Good evening, everyone. Is this how quiet we will be for the sleep-in? Good evening. Thank you. I got back from Springfield. I'm Juliana Stratton. I'm the state representative of the 5th District, and I'm happy to say that right now we are in the 5th District. I'd like to thank, it's great. Thank you for coming here. I'd like to thank, first of all, I want to thank Caprice for her words. Awesome. And also Pastor Neff and Tracy Bame, all of the sponsors, and all of you who are here tonight in support of the 13 organizations that are doing such important work. I am so happy to be here tonight for the Out in the Open Sleep-In. Now, I wrote out a few comments because this week I was in Springfield and there was all sorts of news coming over through my timeline on Twitter and other news that was coming from Washington, and so I was feeling emotional about it and wanted to make sure that I could give my message in a clear way. 2 days ago, our nation's president rolled back federal protection for transgender students, saying that schools no longer must allow transgender students to use restrooms matching their gender identity. We will completely miss the point if we think that this is just an issue about bathrooms. Rather, this is an issue about young people having safe spaces to walk in the freedom and authenticity of who they are. This is an issue about what happens when those safe spaces don't exist for young people in general, and in particular for LGBTQ youth, which disproportionately make up the homeless youth population in our city and state. Now, there are a lot of reasons why a young person might not have a home that is safe. Sometimes it's due to high rates of poverty. Families don't have the resources to maintain a home or an apartment as a safe space. And this is why we have to connect the dots of youth homelessness to economic growth and development, to creating jobs in our communities, to ensuring there's affordable housing, and making sure that people are able to make a livable wage so that they can support their families. Other times, LGBTQ youth in particular are not accepted at home. So that home stops being a safe space and could even be a place of abuse. And if home doesn't feel like a safe space, then where does one go? There are some great organizations that are represented here tonight, but we know that there are too few beds in our city for the thousands of LGBTQ youth experiencing homelessness. And since we're now heading into the third year without a state budget in Illinois, there are not only insufficient resources to help current organizations to maintain safe spaces, but there's little hope in the immediate future that we'll have the funding to add the beds that we actually need. And when youth don't find safe spaces in their home, and when there are not enough beds to secure shelter, or when shelters themselves may not be gender affirming, then too many young people may end up on the streets. And this greatly affects their ability to enroll in school and continue their studies. And the fact of the matter is, when young people are not in school and are on the streets, it increases their contact with law enforcement, and it's often the entryway to the prison pipeline. This is unacceptable. Every young person deserves to have a safe space. And as a state, too often we have turned away from those that we should be wrapping our arms around. And too often we have been silent when we should be raising our voices. So tonight, I'm here to just first of all thank you, to express my support, to let you know that I will raise my voice, and to let you know that I hope you will raise your voice to me. Thank you. My email address, because I want to hear from you as to what I can do to help, is repstratton5, REPSTRATTON, the numerical 5, @gmail.com. And if there is any way that I can be of help to continue to fight, not just for justice, but to fight for the kind of funding that we need so that we can continue to have the kinds of programs that we're supporting here tonight, I would be happy to do so. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Pat Dowell. I'm the alderman in this area, the 3rd Ward, and thank you. And I'm not, the Lord puts you in places that you should be. There's really no mistake that He makes. And this is not really a issue that I have been really steeped in, but I want to tell you just my perspective on what I'm feeling and seeing, and I'm going to channel Caprice, because I think that was helpful. Thank you, Tracy, for inviting me here this evening. Pastor Neff, thank you for the work that you continue to do in this community, in this great institution. I want to acknowledge Mona Noriega from the city, who is the chairman of the executive director, chairman, I never get those titles right, of the Human Relations Commission for the City of Chicago, and her great work that she does on behalf of all people in the city. I represent a ward that is what I call just very diverse. People who have money, people who don't have money, people of different races, homeless people, just a very diverse community. And I think over the last year, I've been struggling because I'm very concerned about what I'm seeing happening in our city. There's sort of this attitude of pest control. I call it the pest control attitude. If you don't like something around you, or something doesn't look right, or they're standing on the corner too long, there's this attitude that you have to just remove them from your environment. And I think we have to struggle against that. We have to resist that. And it doesn't help that we have a federal government now that sort of seems to have that same kind of attitude, that anyone that doesn't fit into a certain category is a pest. And that is harmful to us as a city, that is harmful for us as a community, and it's harmful for us as a country. And so I just wanted to be here this evening to say that I support the work that's being done here. I want to give a shout out to Jerry and the work that she does at Teen Living Programs. Which is located in the 3rd Ward. And Jerry, I just want to thank you for just exposing someone who doesn't know a lot about what young people are going through in terms of homelessness, and especially young people who don't have a way of doing and receiving resources. I thank you for the work that you do. And I want to say that the city, I believe, can do more, and that we have increased money for affordable housing, we've increased money for some human services, but we've remained flat when it comes to resources that we provide for homeless youth, homeless shelters, homeless supportive services. And so I commit this evening, working with you, to try to increase funding for that population. And I appreciate you all being out here tonight. Enjoy a sleepover and have great conversations. Thank you very much.
All right, so I also want to share that we have another special guest in the audience. Yoni Pizer from U.S. Representative Mike Quigley's office is here tonight. Where are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you. You chose church over Netflix. We're very proud of you. Our next performer is, we're going to hear some music. Our next performer is a beautiful singer who has performed all across the city, Alma Mendoza. Give it up for Alma.
Tonight we have, I have my friend John Miller here on guitar. So thank you to John for also participating with us tonight. Thank you to Tracy and the Windy City Times, and I was grateful to have participated. Actually, for Pride Action Tank a few weeks ago, we did a fundraiser and we raised a few dollars for them. So that's also why I'm here.
And took my love, I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, a mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I don't know, but I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. So I've been afraid of changing 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. So take this love and take it down. Oh, if you climb a mountain and you turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down, down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe the landslide will bring you down. Well, the landslide will bring you down. Thank you. You guys can sing along. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, 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 darling. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me, and I'll stand by you. Yes, I will. Stand by me, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time this week, and I wish I were here with you. Cheers.
Give it up one more time for Alma. I started to sing along and then I stopped because I don't sing. And I didn't want to ruin the beautiful performance. All right, next we have somebody that I know, we're getting to know each other better. A wonderful performer named Jess Godwin. And I know Jess because, she's worked for nonprofits that support and trying to eradicate youth homelessness, but also we met because we both received an artist's grant through a really wonderful organization in town called 3 Arts. And so she's one of the recipients from this last year. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing organization. It's for women, people of color, and people with disabilities exclusively. So, so that's how we know each other. So Jess Godwin, and then she's also accompanied by Bethany Thomas, who's an amazing performer in town as well, and Carla Beard.
Sending out an SOS. Are there any people left? Putting up a rescue flare. Anybody there? Tell me, do you have the time? Really haven't wasted mine. Oh, I wanna give up, wanna give it, but I still walk with the living. I still believe we could be human. I'm gonna, we can be human. We could be human. No, we can be human. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. I'm listening, I'm listening. We can be human again. No maps, nobody to bring us back. We can recreate the past if we really care. I know that I've been half awake, but I really want to stay. Oh, I wanna give up, wanna give in, but I still walk with the living. I still believe we could be human. I'm gonna, we can be human, baby. We can be human. Slow down, we can be human. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. I'm listening, I'm listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. I'm listening, I'm listening. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Am I coming in? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Am I coming in? Hello? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Am I coming in? Hello? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Am I coming in? We could be human. I'm gonna, we can be human, baby. We could be human. Slow down, we can be human. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. I'm listening, I'm listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. Talk, speak loud, and I'll be listening. I'm listening, I'm listening. Human again. Thank you. So my name is Jess Godwin, and this is Carla, and this is Bethany. Yes. And we're gonna play a couple songs that I wrote. So I was lucky enough to spend a lot of time with the Youth Empowerment Performance Project, or YEP, as we love to call them. Like a good deal the past year or so, working on music, and we did a music video together, which was so cool. And working with YEP, I just, like, it's, for those of you who don't know, it's young people experiencing homelessness who use art as an outlet, which is totally my jam. But what I learned from YEP is there's just so much joy and heart and fight and an incredible amount of love. So I wanted to do some like upbeat songs that made me think of YEP. So this next song is called Teeth. I bet you think you know about me. I got teeth and I can buy you back. I got teeth and I can buy you back. I got teeth and a bite and a bite and a bite. I bet you think you know about me. I got teeth and I can buy you back. I got teeth and I can buy you back. I got teeth and a bite and a bite and a bite and a bite. Back, 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 back. Pardon me fuss, but you keep on interrupting me. Stumbling underneath your fragility. Well, I watch you sip on your tea, cause you want me to be shy, want me to be sweet. Tell you that you're right, crumble at your feet. I bet you think you know about me. I got teeth and I can bite back. I got teeth and I can bite back. I got teeth and I bite and I bite and I bite. I bet you think you know about me. I got teeth and I can bite back. I got teeth and I can bite back. I got teeth and I bite and I bite and I bite and I bite back. Thanks. Thank you so much for being here. This is just such an incredible event. I was lucky enough to do the Sleep Out last year, and it was really snowy. So I understand why we're inside, but thank you for coming back. So the past 6 months, I did a project called Muses, where I interviewed people over coffee for about an hour, and based on those conversations, I wrote songs. And a couple weeks ago, we did this production at Steppenwolf where we did all 13 songs, and all the people came up and talked about themselves. So this is Sarah. She's one of my muses. It's called Louder Than a Drum.
Here I am again in the early stages of a relationship, which is my absolute favorite because you can get that really twinkling sensation in your stomach that also hits your privates, and I can never describe it as well as I want to, but there's this feeling that comes when I replay a really good memory, and a lot of times it's that first kiss where it's just like, okay, we were on the couch, and then this happened, and then this led to this, and then boom, we were kissing.
Can I tell you a secret?
I'll think about that, and immediately it feels like I just drank butterbeer or some kind of magical elixir that just makes me go oh my god.
Can I tell you a secret? Puppy love is a weakness. Fall in love with a mister, but the love just ends up in a whisper. We've been loving a long time, you and me on the front line. Think I fell in a gold mine. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum, drum, louder than a drum. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum, drum, louder than a drum. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum. Every time you come around, love, and I know you're still the one. Every time you come around, love, and I know you're still the one. Can I make a confession? I'm a woman question. Lot of boys made a promise, but they keep forgetting to be honest. But you keep moving closer. I can't keep my composure. Think it might win me over. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum, jump, louder than a drum. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum, jump, louder than a drum. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum. Every time you come around, love, and I know you're still the one. Every time you come around, love, and I know you're still the one. Feel my heart beat. So when the chorus comes around again, you guys all have to say drum.
Like that feeling of turning into the person that you're with.
If you don't know when it comes in, I wrote a bad song, so.
It's just I'm so lucky to be here with you. And I can't even express it. And you know what? I don't even want to express it. There's a comfort in feeling
Yeah, you're still the one,
I can
and you're still the one, and you're still the one, and you're still the one. Jump louder than a jump. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum. Jump louder than a jump. Feel my heart beat, 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 beat louder than a drum. Every time you come around, love, and I know you're still the one. Every time you come around, love, and I know you're still the one. Feel my heart beat. Feel my heart beat. Feel my heartbeat. Feel my heartbeat.
Thanks so much.
Drum. Did I make it? I didn't know. Jess, I gotta tell you, I was trying and I was like, when you said drum, I said drum, but then I was supposed to say drum after. I said, just say drum whenever. Louder than a drum. This is drum. Jump, jump. I'm real bad at this. This is why I won for acting and she won for music. I want you to know that these women are two of the women. When I met Jess, I basically was like, you are going to be famous one day. And when I met Bethany Thomas, when I first heard her sing, I love to tell this story, because I walked up to her and I was like, I wish I had the power to give you a recording contract, because your voice is amazing. But anyway, give it up for them again. Come on, that was wonderful.